Hi, I'm Ananya, and I lead content at Edge. We are in conversation with Dinesh Menon, our head of business operations. So over to you, Dinesh. Do please tell us a little about yourself, and then we'll go directly to the questions.
Sure. Thank you, Ananya. My name is Dinesh Menon. I head the operations for Edge. I've, I used to be an HR practitioner, did that for more than a decade. Joined Edge 3 years back to manage customer success and currently manage the business operations. It's been a pleasure being here, Anya, with you.
So, Dinesh, as you know, we were we were having this conversation before the interview.
Mm-hmm.
We were discussing that the Future of Workforce 2021 Global Outlook report,
Mm-hmm.
It gives us some very interesting insights. It says 82% of employers plan on hiring in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Of these, 37% plan to rehire to backfill jobs,
Mm-hmm.
and 35% plan on hiring for new positions. Right. So now, according to you, what are the morbid challenges that are faced by organizations today in hiring the right kind of talent for the right job? What is the current scenario, and how do you think an effective talent management solution can solve this concern?
The core that is, and I think it's been a problem for a while now of hiring the right person for the right job, right? I think that remains to be there, Ananya. And I think the problems around how to source and how to hire has changed, right? So let's look at it in the last 1 year, right? Irrespective of COVID and all that's happened around us, attrition has increased across industry, right? Look at it by the industry, attrition has gone up, which means refills are going to happen, right?
Right.
Look at the IT industry. Most of the large ones have their order books complete, right, for the year and for the years to come. What does that mean? They're going to hire a lot more. We hear companies, a couple of our customers itself speak about hiring in few thousands, and I'm speaking about 26,000 and 30,000 in a year, right, which means hiring is going to stay.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the other problem that the recruitment fraternity is really seeing is a new wave of high attrition in recruiters, because the demand for recruiters have increased, and because of which a lot of companies are having a brain drain, if I could use the word, in terms of recruitment as a function, right? A company hires a recruiter, invests time, trains him or her to be a good recruiter and starts getting productive, and then you see the recruiter move out. And we've seen that in my experience. I've seen that across customers where I've seen a specific recruiter in a specific customer's location was moved in time to another one, and so on and so forth, because there is demand for recruiters, there is significant hiring happening, and there's loss from a brand standpoint, the way I look at it. So what really can help is obviously automation, right? Being able to, the learnings from recruitment that's happened in the past, that's been taken for future hires, right? And the ability for real good systems to come in and reduce time in terms of hiring, which will then obviously reduce in time in terms of will reduce costs, will increase profitability, and so on and so forth. So I think a good talent management system or a good recruitment system, automated recruitment software is the need of the hour. Yeah, I mean, it's been there for some time in the markets. It's not that it's a new concept, but how efficient are those is a big question.
Right. So, you just said that there are a couple of solutions in the market, right? So, how effective are they vis-a-vis Recruit, right? And on the other front, what day-to-day problems will it solve for recruiters?
Sure. So, I mean, let's just take it this way, right? Let's break a recruiter's life into maybe 4 or 5 phases. All the way from demand generation, which is raising a requisition. He or she may be doing it, or business may be doing it. So you have demand generation, you have sourcing, then you have selection, you have assessment, and then you have offer and onboard. Let's keep it as these 4 or 5 phases, right? Where does a recruiter really spend time? And right, most of the time goes in sourcing and scheduling, right? And because of which today, if you really look at it, a lot of recruiters are not doing the recruiter's job because they're just busy getting a CV, but by then they lost their time, they're halfway through the TAT, pushing it across, and they're not really doing the interview process which they're hired for, right? I mean, what is the recruiter's job? What is the value add a recruiter can really do? Is to really interview a person, understand the candidate's profile, understand what, and he or she knows clearly what the job requires, see a match in terms of fitment, in terms of behavior, in terms of skill sets, in terms of culture fit, and so on and so forth, right? But today, most of the recruiters are not able to do that because they are running behind the TAT, which is itself, a high pressure job, right? Now, and that's where the beauty of Recruit really comes in, because Recruit has been built. And I remember, speaking to our first product manager on this, it was built on the concept of mimicking a recruiter's brain, right? So just think about the fact you're mimicking a recruiter's brain into an application. You're marrying the same thing with artificial intelligence, and AI is something, an over-abused word, right? Everyone has AI in everything these days, right? But it's important to know what Recruit brings in, right? So the AI in Recruit is based on learnings from close to 35 million plus profiles across the globe and different job families, industries, and job architecture that's been there, and about 10 million job descriptions which are there. So it's learned through looking at all these data sets. It understands what a job family is, a role is, a skill is, and then marry it with what a recruiter will look for, right? A recruiter, what's the first few things a recruiter looks in terms of screening? Obviously the profile and so on and so forth, but the compensation, the notice period, where's the person, if location is an important thing, the experience the person brings, and the skills, are the core skills, and the different experiences from a project standpoint that the person brings in, and so on and so forth. Now that's where Recruit is able to really bring in the beauty. It really helps reduce your sourcing time significantly, right? And having been a recruiter in the past and having used Recruit today even for my own organization, I can tell you we easily save about 50 to 60% of our time on sourcing, right?
Okay.
Then comes the other peripherals in terms of scheduling and what's the right job and right person for the right job and so on and so forth. Which obviously, if you have sourced the right person, then it's about going into the next stages of the hiring. Like I said earlier, that you have assessments and so on and so forth, and you can move it. So Recruit really brings in value in terms of sourcing, helping you source the right person in a much effective way, and that reduces your not only turnaround time but your costs, and and enhances the quality of the CVs that come. And just to top that, the earlier problem which I was speaking when you asked me the earlier question, right? Even if the recruiter leaves, the learnings are there in the system, which means if another recruiter comes and starts using the same system, Recruit as a system has learned, what does the X brand and how does X brand work. So there's the knowledge management around it is intact with the brand.
Great. All right. So yes, you told us about Recruit. So we've used Recruit ourselves, right? We are using Recruit, right? So what are the benefits that we've seen, right, from an organization perspective, and what do you think the business impacts or the benefits it will bring to the industry per se?
So the way I look at it is, it could be a repetition of what I just said earlier, is that clearly Recruit helps you source faster. It gets you the right kind of people that you want, right? If I just look at organizations across, right, the large brands have about 15,000 to 20,000 CVs which come in in a day, right? And it's just lying in some bin somewhere, right? They're not able to exploit or use what they have, and in fact, they're going and spending money on either through vendors or through portals. You can reduce costs significantly, right? So you can reduce costs, you can start engaging with your employees. How do you engage with your employees? Because your good employees always refer their friends and families into the organization, right? So you are, and
Right.
when they start seeing like-minded people or the right quality people coming in, that's good engagement, right? So you not only are reducing costs and increasing reducing your turnaround times, but also starting to engage with your employees, right? In an indirect manner. I think if you use Recruit the right way, you can also make sure that you're building a process system, a process and a system which is ready for scale. Because what happens is, as I earlier said, the system has a capability to learn, right? And it also has a capability in terms of kind of sharing the learnings quite well. So I think these are benefits of Recruit being there.
Great. So, Dinesh, quite an insight that you've given us in Recruit. And, I feel that the business impacts of benefit are quite far-fetched, and it will help. It will basically, if I could say, it will act as a catalyst for change, for organizations.
Absolutely, absolutely, and especially in this zone where most of the companies are hiring a lot of people, hiring people with specific skill sets. There are companies starting to spend money and compensation based on skill sets, right? The Recruit is a brilliant tool there because it can really call out the skill sets the person has mentioned, and based on the CV and based on the graph that Recruit has, right? So it can really call out and stack rank the quality of the skill set even before the interview is done. So you're already getting in pre-qualified CVs for the hiring manager to start hiring, and I think that's a added advantage.
Right. All right, Dinesh. Pleasure speaking to you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Ananya. Pleasure always.
Thank you. Take care. Thanks.